Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com, here for NTMarkets.com with your Friday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, we have switched from the September contract into the December contract. This is typically a day that I don't trade much. We talked about that last night in the webinar. If you haven't had a chance to check out the webinar, the recording is up on the website at PrincetonTrader.com. You can also find a link to it on my Twitter feed at PrincetonTrader. It's a situation where we did about 2 million minis in September yesterday and about 1 million in December. I would expect those numbers to kind of flip-flop today. There will definitely be more people in December than there are in September. Today will be the first day that I trade December. I usually start on Friday, but honestly, I don't do much on this day. I kind of wait until Monday. I trade the first part of the week to get into a position where I don't have to do a lot today. And I and the room are in a position where we don't need to do much. So we won't be doing much. If things set up well, they set up well. But what I'm looking at right now is you've got support down at the 26-27 area. You've got the continuation mid-band up around 67. That puts the continuation mid-band, that puts the December mid-band up around 57. So you got to keep an eye out on that. But the bottom line is the rallies are being sold. And the rallies are being sold hard. We took multiple trips up to the monthly pivot yesterday in September, and every one of those was sold hard. We had one in the pre-market, we had one in the regular session up to 65, and that got knocked down. And the more time we spend testing and failing at monthly pivot and mid-band, the more and more likely it is that we go down and retest those lows down at 1831. So we remain very much in sell rallies mode. And the longer this persists, the more and more likely that the down moves become more sustainable. And on a break of 1907 and 1898, it opens up a full-throated test of the lows. So control your size today, pick your spots, understand that things won't really normalize contract-wise until Monday, headed into Tuesday. So it's not a situation where, it doesn't affect most people. I'm not a spread trader. Most people aren't spread traders. I don't recommend becoming a spread trader. I don't think it's what it's cracked up to be, versus, say 10, 20 years ago. But just be careful and understand there's a process going on in the move from one contract into the other. And if you've made your week, then, take the week off, or take the day off. Your week's over. Take a 3-day weekend. Come back on Monday when everybody's in the December contract, and go ahead and trade it. All right, everybody have a good one. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website PrincetonTrader.com. Come check out the chat room. Check out the webinar from last night, and join us next week on the 17th on Thursday at 4:30, 15 minutes earlier than it has been, for next week's webinar. We'll be talking about the mini, doing a Q&A, and kind of seeing where we're headed down the road for the rest of September. Thursday is also Fed Day. We'll get a Fed announcement at 2 o'clock that day, so we should have plenty to discuss. All right, take care. Have a fantastic weekend. Trade them well, everybody.